How's it going, everyone? Bobby Digital here, bringing you another gameplay video. This time I'm bringing you some footage of the Division beta. Ends tonight, but I just wanted to get a little video out there for anyone who hasn't gotten a chance to see it, or maybe played it and doesn't really know all the ins and outs, because there is a lot of depth to this game, and it's kind of hard to find unless you see something like a video like this, or you just do a little bit of research. It's not really in your face. So anyway, I just want to bring some little details and some comparisons. A couple of my buddies and I have come from Destiny, and this is a game a lot like Destiny, so I kind of want to go over some things that are a little bit different, that this game does a little bit better than Destiny. First of all, it's a one-to-one recreation of Manhattan, of New York. So you'll see the map here. Let's go to the map. This red bordered area is currently what's in the beta. This area right here in red is the dark zone. And you can see the white borders around here. This is actually what's included in the full game. So if you go and zoom out, you can see that it's not the entire island of Manhattan, but it's quite a big chunk. It's like, I guess, central Manhattan, I guess you could call it, but the beta is only about maybe a quarter of the full map. But anyway, it's a game just like Destiny. It's kind of like a shared world shooter, but of course it's third person. This first area we come to is kind of like the hub, so it will be like Destiny's Tower and Reef, because it's set in reality, in the real world. It's it's not as exotic locations like Destiny would have. So it's just kind of just like the main hub world. You don't really see a lot of people in here. I don't know why. Not anybody in here, but usually this is filled with players. Is there somebody over there? Oh. Anyway, this is the you got weapons vendors just like in Destiny. You see some of these weapons in here that you can buy and stuff. You know, it goes by the same kind of loot. Green, blue, and purple, and orange. This side here is Joint Task Force. Is that Joint Task Force officer? She gives you side missions. You see I just picked some up there. You just go over and hold X. And now you can see if I go to the map, they showed up on the map. There's another vendor on the left there, I think. We're gonna go over to this little crate. Is your stash. You can actually share this between all of your players. Got a couple really nice weapons in there from the other players. I just created this character for just this tutorial video. So we're gonna hold this here in on this. This is kind of like a bounty board. It updates you with all the different encounters and side ops and little things like that that are available. I'm not sure if it's like a daily bounty board like Destiny's is. I would assume it's something to that effect. Let's go ahead and go out into the world. Show you some of the mechanics, the cover mechanics, and gunplay. So if you look at the character, there's a lot of detail in this game, right? They paid attention to a lot of detail, and I like it a lot. If you look at my character here, he's got like nothing on his backpack, right? But if I go to my abilities and I go ahead and I pick out, let's pick out a shield. Okay, and watch, it's on my backpack. See that little plate thing that looks like it's on my backpack there? That's the shield. I can bring it out like this and then let it go, and there it is back in my backpack. If I picked any other ability, it would have showed something different there. As far as like weapons, you know, they have a lot of recoil, so you got to kind of manage your recoil. Burst fire. Even though it's an RPG and there's you know, the damage, you know, you have like bullet sponges for enemies because it's an RPG, it still has kind of like realistic fire on these guns. You can see the difference with the SMG. Kind of doesn't really move as much as the M4. Even with that detail, like when you reload, you can actually see him pulling the clip out and everything. I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and let's get moving. Y switches weapons. You got two main weapons. You double tap Y, you go to your pistol. Okay. If you want to throw grenades or do emotes and all that stuff, it's all found on the D-pad. Hold left down, you can select, it brings up the wheel for the grenades. Get your fragmentation grenades, flashbangs, EMPs, tear gas. A lot of these things, like EMPs, are good for taking out electronics on the enemy. See this guy over here walking up? It says civilian in need. You can give these civilians med kits and stuff, and they'll drop loot for you. It's like a random drop. Modern trekking jacket. So I can go here into my inventory, and they actually have an appearance tab. So like Destiny, they had the color shaders for like their vanity items. You actually in this game have actual clothing. Go down to like a jacket, change his jacket, things like that. Or you can even just take it right off, and he'll be wearing body armor. A lot of attention to detail. It's something I really like. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna move up. Oh, what was I saying? Yes, the wheel. So obviously, holding left is your grenades. Holding right brings up your special ammunition, your explosive incendiary rounds. It also brings up like you can find soda, water, energy bars, and canned food. Canned food will heal you, 40% healing effect. Energy bar removes status effect, like if you're burning or you're affected by like a tear gas grenade. Water plus 20% damage to elite enemies. It gives you a buff. Soda, cooldown reduction. So they pretty much give you a buff. Also, if you hold down on the D-pad, gives you your emotes, things like that. And if you want to actually use like a grenade, you just tap left on the D-pad. If you want to use like a med kit or something, you tap right on the D-pad. Move up. You see the graphics are really good. I don't really think that I mean, yeah, there was a downgrade, of course. It doesn't look anything like the E3 reveal from was it 2013, whenever they showed it off. Still is a pretty game. You think about what's going on in this game. This city is entirely open and there's no loading screens. Another thing it does better than Destiny. We're used to Destiny and we're used to sitting there for at least like a minute looking at loading screens. You don't do that in this game. It's all
whoa, what's going on?
No
seamless. You can shoot out tires on cars, you know, things like that. Shoot through windows. Yes, you can do like they did in the E3 video and close doors. You walk by them. Even close trunks if you stand on the trunk. Oh, here's a little side mission here. Go ahead and show you guys that. This is a random encounter, I guess. It's not really random, but it's an encounter. And I'll show you some of the gunplay.
Alert! Intercepting JTF radio traffic.
Taking small arms fire! Small arms fire!
Press A to go into cover. You actually look at the next piece of cover, like this right here. I'll look at this piece of cover and you hold A in. The guy will automatically run to it.
Analysis complete. Uploading coordinates.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you can actually suppress enemies. And they will be buried in their cover. They won't be able to move. There you go, suppressed. See that? Now, if you had teammates, they could flank them. And is he still suppressed? No, not really. No.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
red shots, red numbers are headshots. White numbers are shots to the body.
I got this.
Show you some shield action here.
Come on.
You can beat him with the shield too.
Target is secure. No more hostiles detected.
And they didn't drop anything, but a lot of times they will drop stuff for you to loot.
I'm glad I'm finally making think twice about hitting the next JTF patrol.
And that's another thing I wanted to bring to your attention. A difference with Destiny is in Destiny you had your armor random drops for armor, for weapons, and you know, you get engrams that would be like maybe color shaders and things like that. In this game, there's actually more things that can drop because you can use mods, right? So look at the different things that you can actually have on your character. You have your armor, okay? Your chest piece armor. You have, what is that? A mask, contamination mask that helps you breathe in contaminated areas. Knee pads, a gun sling, gloves, backpack. That's aside from all your appearance stuff, right? But if you look at your weapons, you can actually attach mods to it. Okay, so I don't have anything here, but these things can all be randomly dropped: skins, magazines, underbarrel attachments, muzzles, optics. So it's like there's just so many more things that can actually drop as loot in the game. Let's go ahead and give this guy a med pack.
I wish I could do something for you.
Give me an all-weather parka. Oh, nice. Let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit of this.
Dispatch, this is Division Agent
Action
Faye
up
Lau,
here.
empowered and authorized by Executive Order and DHS Directive 51.
Whoever you are, we're under an all-out assault. I'm not sure how much help you...
And I'm not sure if I told you this before too, but it's a day and night cycle, in real-time weather,
We've got your
I
back.
guess,
Just
or
try not to
dynamic
shoot at
weather.
anyone who's trying to help you. Over.
So sometimes you'll see it's foggy or it's
Patching into local
absolute blizzard.
JTF radio channels.
Unit 43, be advised, you have incoming division agents as backup to your location. About damn time you get us some help. Get him here right now. Foster, we need support on the stairs. Martinez, move up on the flank. Go, go, go.
Use the shield to get in cover. I think yellow damage shots are critical hits. Whoa! All right, so see, I got a status effect now. I'm disoriented from that grenade, so my vision's all blurred. Can't really see. And if you were to use some kind of energy bar there, it would remove that effect. This guy's flying. A lot of times you can shoot these guys in their backpack. So as opposed to like Destiny where they're just bullet sponges, you can actually hit them in their backpacks and you'll cause their ammunition to explode. Blind fire without aiming. You can shoot through these obstacles here. Yep, you can shoot through glass than objects. This guy's sitting there. Alien.
Dispatch, situation outside is now under control.
So let me show you a little bit of the mods that you can add to your guns.
Thanks for the report, Bravo Squad. Stay alert out there and keep it frosty. I'm glad you made it.
Now let's rebuild our base. Go on in and have a look
I haven't
around.
seen a mod like
I
that.
finally
All
got
right,
some
so yeah, so these
transportation,
things
so
can
I'm
drop
inbound. Let's do this.
in the game and everything. It actually shows up on the gun. It's now on there. A lot of attention to detail. Go ahead, we'll go. And this is your player housing.
Air ventilation and
So
purification
Destiny didn't have a
systems
player
online.
housing, but in this
Contamination
game you do
levels
have a
lower.
player housing. And this will upgrade every time you do like a mission for it.
Agent, We need our base up and running, and we need to show the people of New York they're getting their city back. Our base of operations has potential, but right now it's a piece of shit and we've got no one to staff it. To get this place where it needs to be, we need people who know what they're doing. Like doctors. There's a virologist running a field hospital over at Madison Square Garden, but the whole area's gone to shit. With her, we can get our medical facilities online. Without her... The JTF...
Alright, so I'm just gonna skip that,
Isaac
but
can
she
map itself to
pretty
each
much
of the wings
explained,
and the base
you know,
and
that
sync
you
their
can,
progress,
you
so we
can,
can have a bigger picture of what's
if you
happening
do a
here.
mission that
And the more stable
is,
this base is, the better shape
to
the
find
city
a
will be in.
doctor, you can
The
actually
medical wing
upgrade
is
the
a
medical
wreck
wing.
right now. Once we get that virologist over here, we can build up a staff, investigate the origin of the virus, and start getting more supplies. For civilians, but for us as well.
Okay, no, it won't let me do that. Why won't it let me do that? Anyway, when you do missions for these people, for your base, and say like you start upgrading the medical wing, that's a whole series of missions and a whole different storyline as opposed to if you were to go and upgrade the security wing. It's a whole different set of missions and people, and that's how you build your character. So
Hey, what'd you need?
this has a classless system, whereas you can every class, every single character you create can have every single perk. You don't need to create a Titan or Warlock or Hunter to get different perks. Everyone can earn the same perks. But if you do missions for the medical wing, you'll earn medical perks. And you can interchange them at any time, so it's not like you ever have to create another character. It's another good thing they do over Destiny. Let me show you some of the things here. Abilities. You can see this is the medical set of abilities, and you can then modify it. If you go to the mods, you can see there's different mods for each different ability that you pick. Those are just your skills. There's also talents, there's also perks, and I have no idea what those are. I guess we'll find that out when the full game comes out. But so every time, so say I do this mission to go get this doctor, this one mission that they offer for the medical wing in the beta, it will actually give me more perks, another perk in this medical tree. It'll also upgrade this medical wing. It'll look different. This little area will be, filled with more animations, more people, and things like that. And you can then go on your computer and get new perks and stuff like that. You get your mods vendor. I already showed you the mods. You can do things, suppressors, all these other things.
It's all good. I'll get you another
Crafting station. I don't believe that's in Destiny. I don't think you can really craft in Destiny, but let's go to the weapons vendor here.
Right here.
The hell with
Have any blues?
I was hoping to make a
Let me show you something on one of the guns I have in here. I have a blue in here. Now, if you look at the right side of the screen where it's, it says Classic M1A, level 8. If I scroll down, see over here, it actually shows one of the talents for the gun. Critical hit damage increased by 5%. it says right there, it says a requirement in yellow. I need 78 firearms. If you look to the top left, where it says primary DPS, if you see underneath that, it says firearms at 40. Okay, so I need another 38 in firearms in order for that perk to unlock if I were to use that classic M1A1 gun. In order to do that, what you do is you look at your inventory, and your gear usually has, if I inspect that, where is it here? It usually has a stat. This one, for example, has plus 12 in firearms. So you may find like a piece of armor that may have better armor. Like maybe I find another pair of motorcycle pads that has better armor. Maybe it will have like plus 20 armor as opposed to this one that has 10. But it may only have like maybe 5 in firearms. So it depends on how you want to kit your guy out. Do you want to, if you want to sacrifice that armor just to get your firearms up so you can unlock that perk that we saw on that gun? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more creative as far as gearing your guy
You
up.
gotta see this.
Check
Nobody's
this vendor,
gonna
see.
give you a better
Like a lot of these things have, like this one has plus 14 in electronics. This one has plus 14 in firearms, plus 15 electronics, plus 13 in stamina.
No problem.
So a lot of creativity when upgrading your character. This person looks like she has
Isn't that where they used to dump the bodies?
more side ops.
So you're a division
She
agent,
just gave me a
huh?
side mission.
Great.
Go here, grab some more
Now,
bounties on the
don't
bounty
dwell on
board.
the death and carnage around you, or the fact that so many have tried to do what you're about to attempt and failed.
But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, let me go through some of the things that this game I feel like does better. I got a little list here that I just kind of like thought of here. So it's a classless RPG system. You know, you don't need to create multiple characters. You don't need to create a Titan to get Titan skills. Everybody can have these same skills. Even though it's a classless RPG system, it does have dedicated roles. So you can have a tank, healer, and DPS. So if you go here to your abilities, medical obviously would be your healer. The tech tree would probably be your DPS characters, because a lot of the things they have is like, you know, a turret, sentry turret, sticky bombs. A lot of it is straight up damage. If you go here to the security wing, that's probably your tank, because he has a shield to soak up damage and things like that. And I think I don't know if this is true or not, but I believe like things like the shield may aggro enemies, because I know that if you go, let me see over here, some things actually reduce threat, which would be like for a DPS character or a medical character, because you want your tank to aggro. So if I go here to the mods,
Sure
look,
I've
they
got
had a
everything
suppressor,
you
right?
need.
Look at to the right. It says minor attributes. It says plus 250 reduced 2.50 reduced threat. So there must be other things that give aggro, or maybe just that tech tree. I mean, not the tech tree. The security tree might have things that actually increase threat. I don't know. Let me get back to that list here. The the entire map, you know, Destiny was cordoned off with. Destiny was big, but you had to go through a loading screen for everything. This is actually one giant map. No
Data
loading
scan.
screens whatsoever.
Downloading files.
Even when you go into the dark zone, there might be
Got a bit of a weird
a
request,
door you walk
Agent.
through, but you don't sit there and you don't
obviously
look at a
want
loading
to
screen.
divert any of our resources, but
And it's
anyone
all
happens to
open
run
to you.
across
It's
a
not like
musician
blocked
named
off
Heather
and saying, oh,
Lau
you're too
while
low
they're
level,
out
you
there,
can't go there,
I'd
you have to
appreciate
unlock
you
more of the
bringing her
story to
back
go
to
there.
base.
No, it's all open to you,
Or
from what I understand.
if it comes to it, telling me how you found
They
her.
actually have this area is the
She's gone
PvP
missing,
zone.
and she's
I
my
wish this woman
sister.
would stop talking, because I don't need to
Last
hear
known location,
Yeah,
civilian
good job.
camp by the piers.
So
One
this
that doesn't
area in
exist
red
anymore.
is the PvP
Allow
zone.
out.
It's called the Dark Zone. It's actually like a PvP zone, though, like in any other MMO. Where Destiny, they didn't really, you call it a PvP, I guess technically it is, but it's more like a mode, like a deathmatch mode or something like that. This is actually an open area of the map where you can explore, you can hunt down enemies, you can, I don't even know if they'll have missions in there in a full game. And what separates it is it just has the chance of player engagements. People can steal your loot, you can kill them, take their loot, things like that, or you can just join forces. There's a matchmaking system. You can meet up with people in there. They have safe houses where you can find other people. So it's a little bit different than Destiny. I feel like it's more like an MMO in that sense. The ability to craft and purchase weapons you can actually buy or craft, legendary and exotics and all these other things. Like if you dismantle like 5 blues, from what I hear, you can get 1 piece of purple that you can use to craft the purple. There's 4-player co-op instead of the 3 in Destiny. They actually probably will have a better story than Destiny. I think everybody pretty much assumes that. Bullet penetration and suppression, you saw that, I showed you that. Proximity chat. So when you're out in the world, in the dark zone, and you run across people, you can actually communicate with them the closer you are to them. So you can threaten them, you can talk to them, say, hey, don't shoot, stuff like that. The one-to-one recreation of Manhattan, you get your own hideout. It's kind of like your own player housing. So there's just a lot of things that I feel like this game does better than Destiny. But we'll see. I mean, it's not out yet. So, I mean, anything could happen. Who knows? It might be garbage or it might be good. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. As far as the beta goes, I really enjoy it. I think it's pretty well done. A lot of my friends are actually enjoying it, and we have all come from Destiny. So, but anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you about this beta. If you didn't get a chance to play it, From what I hear today, there is a leaked, a leaked story that they might be releasing an open beta in February. So keep an ear out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Bobby Digital signing out.
I won't bother you.